Types of dreams and what they mean. Being late. Now, I lived in my college dorm room for about a year, and I would have this type of dream all the time. I would always dream that I was late to class and I missed the most important exam of the year. I had to roll down this steep-ass hill and find the secret exit to the classroom. Like, it was actually crazy. But yeah, there's multiple meanings for this dream about being late, which the most obvious one is you have a fear of missing said thing, which, for some reason, I always thought I was gonna oversleep my alarm and miss the most important exam of the year. I was just scared of getting the 0. It could also be like anxiety or stress, or you could be super overwhelmed with all the shit that you gotta do. But in my personal experience, I've had these dreams just based on if I was scared of being late to something. But yeah, take this all with a grain of salt. The duck videos are not a piece of biblical literature. Being lost. Not even a goddamn map can save you in this dream, alright? You would just spawn into like goddamn East Guam. Whenever you think you're getting close to your destination, it would just change, alright? Some shit would just happen. And of course, you'd be determined to get there, and then you just wake up in disappointment because you never get to your destination. That's what being lost in a dream feels like. Which, surprisingly, this one's actually a pretty good resemblance of what you're feeling in your life. Like, you don't know what you're doing, you don't really have a vision for yourself yet, but you know, you have that anxiety behind you that like, oh, time's ticking, buddy. Time's ticking. Tick-tock, buddy. But yeah, the pressure of time doesn't really help either, and I guess that's how these dreams spawn in. Being naked in public. You've definitely heard of this type of dream before. There's no way. This one's gonna be one of the most common ones. And usually for people, it's the setting is at their school. I don't know why in most cases the setting is always at school, or it could just be like in any public place usually with like a lot of people. But yeah, this one could be like a vulnerability thing. You don't want your school to find out you have a YouTube channel, for example, that may or may not be based on a real event. Or you could just be afraid of what people think or what they have to say about you. Basically just a fear of judgment. Or if you have like a speech coming up where you have to like speak in front of the entire class or a presentation and you feel mad vulnerable up there like I do. Like I'm literally shitting bricks when I'm up there presenting. You might have this dream as well. But yeah, usually how these dreams would go, for example, mine, I would just be exposed in the middle of the mall. I would be like butt booty naked in the middle of the mall, and I would run, try to find a piece of clothing to cover myself. And I would always find the goofiest fits, like some goddamn pantaloons from the 1500s or whatever. Didn't matter that there were so many other clothing stores in the mall, nope. But yeah, I guess it's said that clothing's supposed to represent protection, but I don't know. You could just be getting the clothes just because you're butt booty naked and you're exposed. Like, obviously, that's gonna be the first thing that comes to my mind, like, oh shit, I need clothes badly. Or it could be the complete opposite for some people. I don't know, maybe it could be freeing and alive to their personality that they're butt-ass naked in their dream. Because one of the possible results I got from Google from this dream is that it could mean a desire of authenticity. So I don't know, maybe you're prancing around free in your dream, who even knows? It just all depends on the type of person you are or what kind of situation you're in at the moment. Because if you have to do something anxiety-inducing the next day, chances are that's probably what it's from. Random dreams, okay? This is just anything your brain just wants to cook up, it does. It's just random pieces from your life all combined into one movie for you to watch. Anybody could be there, even somebody you've seen for one time in your life. It could be like a random cashier at a store, a celebrity, or just a friend that you have. My brain would cook up something along the lines of, I have to go to my 5th grade baseball field, dig a hole, and bury my Chromebook because I just realized it was an explosive bomb and it could kill the entire world. And then the cashier I just saw the other day is trying to retrieve it from me, and I'm sidekicks with Playboy Cardi trying to figure this out. And good luck trying to figure out these random dreams and their meaning. Good luck, bro, because you're never gonna figure it out. Reoccurring dreams. Usually there's some sort of issue you want solved in the dream. That could not be the case for everybody. For person A, it could be like something really straightforward, and person B, it could be like random symbols in a dream that they have to piece together. Because if it's like the last dream I just described out, where you have to go to your baseball field and bury your Chromebook that's an explosive, what kind of meaning do you even get from that dream? Usually I don't really remember what goes on in my dreams, but if it's reoccurring, then chances are you probably do remember it. Usually reoccurring dreams happen when you want something solved and you're not really addressing it. But if it's something random, honestly, I have no clue. The meaning for these reoccurring dreams might not be that straightforward. Falling. Now, every time I fell, bro, in a dream, it would usually be I would fall asleep for 10 minutes, and I would wake up and feel myself falling. Right as I'm about to fall asleep, just boom, I just get hit with the craziest falling feeling ever. I don't It's just so weird. It's such a weird phenomenon. I can't even explain it. It's like a quick vision I have, like, as soon as I'm about to go to sleep, and then I just wake up feeling like I just fell. Sometimes, I don't know, it wasn't really random. I didn't really have anything big going on in my life at that moment. But according to Psych Central, some common interpretations of a falling dream could be feeling out of control, unsupported, or you could be just scared to take a risk. False awakening. I hate these dreams so much, bro. I would wake up, or I would pretend to wake up, and then I would go through like another dream and then another and another, and the cycle would just continue for the night. And then I would just figure out that I'm dreaming and then just try to wake myself up. That's usually what would happen. Like, I would be in a false awakening loop until I realized that, hey, dumbass, you're dreaming. But yeah, when I open the goddamn cabinet for food when I'm waking up, and the food could all be floating in the cabinet, and I still wouldn't realize that I'm dreaming. But yeah, based on my personal experience, when I didn't want to be late for something, that's when I would have these dreams. Or if I had something major coming up that's like, I don't know, you can't stop thinking about it, that's when I had these dreams. I couldn't really find any common meaning on Google, but that's just from my personal experience. Teeth falling out. Although this one's a common dream, I really don't even recall a certain experience of me having this dream at all. Yeah, I might be an extraterrestrial being for that one. Teeth falling out could represent just things falling apart in your life, or the wheels are falling off, or it could be like a big change that involves losing something. Or the meaning could be more appearance-based, like you're concerned about what your teeth look like, or your dental health in the future, or your self-image in general. Being chased. Now, this one could depend on what is chasing you. It could just be like a fear of whatever that thing is. Okay, this example's straight out of a cartoon, but you could be like being chased and tracked down by Bubbles the inmate, trying to get you to drop the soap. Yeah, I don't know, bro. That was a crazy-ass example. Okay, never mind. That would not be in a cartoon. If you have an evil exam with a big ass F on it. Okay, maybe that one's from a cartoon. And you're being chased by it and you just wake up in terror. Okay, that's some shit a cartoon character would dream about before test day. But yeah, being chased, it's got a pretty straightforward meaning. You're running away from something, you're trying to avoid something, and you're scared to face it. But yeah, Bubbles, the inmate, could be completely irrelevant to the entire dream. It could just symbolize just anything in your life. The thing chasing you could have meaning, maybe. Or it could be something you find super scary, like some shit you saw in The Conjuring the other day. And you could feel like that you are not able to escape this situation, whatever it is that you're in. But yeah, you'll always feel like Bubbles is able to track you down. Okay, yeah, again, sorry for the terrible example, but moving on. Being able to fly. Now, finally, we got a good dream for once, okay? Jesus, man, half of these dreams that I've talked about are really bad. But finally, we got a good one. If you're able to fly in a dream, that could just mean you are being freed from something. You just feel like yourself, your true self, and you've flown away from whatever was holding you back. Or if you finally graduated from school, for example, you flew away from your goddamn high school. Or you finally quit your job that was beating the shit out of you senseless. Metaphorically, of course. Or that shit was like sucking the soul out of you. Metaphorically, of course. Again. But yeah, you feel freed from whatever it is. Or it could be the complete opposite, that you didn't do this action yet, but you're just thinking about it and you desire it. It might not even be done yet. It just really all depends on the context of the dream, or what's currently going on in your life at the moment. Dreams where you can't do anything. Okay, this one might be a little too niche. I might be alone on this one, but I get dreams all the time where I can't speak or move. When I wake up, I'm able to move, but when I'm in the dream world, I can't even speak or do or say anything in the dream at all. It's like I'm about to speak, but nothing comes out at all. Pause, don't take that out of context. But what this could possibly boil down to is probably lack of control. Or it could be that you're scared to say or do something due to people judging you or whatever. But yeah, there's a sleep disorder related to this, but you're awake. Which that sounds a lot more scarier happening being awake than being in the dream world. It's called sleep paralysis. Like your body is awake, but you can't really move or say anything. You just stare at your goddamn ceiling. That's really it until your body wakes up. But yeah, that sounds insanely scary, I'm not gonna lie. Prophetic dreams. Okay, that's what the internet calls it. I don't know. But in these dreams, you would typically predict things that would happen in your future. It's stuff that has a likelihood of happening. It's not like some 0% chance shit of happening. Oh, the duck. You're gonna get kidnapped by this guy and you're gonna get shipped off to Nebraska for a week to live on a farm. That's never gonna happen in a million years. It's more like my internet would shit the bed the next day after I just dreamed about it. I guess my brain my subconscious is gonna warn myself that the internet's gonna shit the bed tomorrow. I don't know, just an example. I'm not really foreshadowing anything in my dreams. Or it could just be like a warning or a red flag that your brain is telling you to watch out for, I guess. Daydreaming. Not gonna lie, bro, I'm in another world, and I sometimes just don't pay attention to shit. I just get so zoned in sometimes, I don't even know what I'm looking at. And I would always make it, of course, the duck would always sell and make it super awkward because I would just zone out and accidentally stare at somebody directly into their soul. But yeah, if you're gonna daydream, just look out the damn window, please, just to save you some awkwardness. But yeah, usually what would happen is I'd zone out, completely tune out everything that's going on, even visuals, if it gets really bad. I'm just so deep in thought that I'm living in the thought. Like, it's really weird. And then I get out of La La Land and come back to Earth like nothing happened. Like, I'm perfectly conscious and awake too, by the way. I would just be staring at the floor in math class and I'd be daydreaming about just a random thought that I get. It's a good outlet for your mind. This really could just mean, like, you rather be doing this than whatever you're doing in that current moment. Drowning. Now, drowning dreams could be a sign of being overwhelmed with stuff. And no matter what you do, you can't swim above shore. You can't get your head above water. I would have dreams that not I was drowning, but I had dreams where I was swimming and I was going nowhere. And I would just wake up shocked as hell once, well, my brain thought I ran out of air. I'd be like, okay, I wouldn't do all that, but I would wake up in a panic. I would start breathing heavy or whatever. Lucid dreaming. You finally realize, your stupid brain finally puts the pieces together that you're dreaming after something strange happens. And then all of a sudden, you just start controlling your dream out of nowhere. Like, if you're defeating a monster in your dream, you can just spawn in like a nuke and that shit will explode. But you can think to yourself, I'm immune to the nuke, and you'll be immune and you'll defeat the monster. Okay, that's basically what it is in a nutshell. Once you realize that you have full control of your dream, it's fun as hell. But yeah, with lucid dreaming, you can literally overcome all your nightmares if you have a reoccurring nightmare that happens, which there's no really particular meaning with lucid dreaming. You kind of just figure out that you're dreaming. But yeah, that's just the gist of it. There's like videos on top of videos about lucid dreaming. That actually sounds fun as hell to do in every dream. That would be crazy. Failure. Okay, now failure or failing an exam, that's probably the most common one, which that's just the case for me, but I don't know. Just failing an upcoming test that you have, you might get that type of dream. And the grade that I got would never even be reasonable. I would get a goddamn 0. Like, there's no way my brain thought I would be that slow and get a goddamn 0. Nightmares. We all know them. We wake up in a goddamn cold sweat and like heart racing. And it's always unexpected, too. It's never right away. You don't know you're in a nightmare until you're walking in La La Land and you see, like, candy canes and goddamn, whatever, a candy castle. And then out of nowhere, bro, I would just get a jump scare, bro. Nothing would even happen with the setting to get me prepared for the jump scare. It would just happen. Or I would be in a familiar setting like it's a normal day in my front yard. And then I would just get jump scared by just something random. But yeah, the meaning for nightmares, bro, just get that 3 a.m. water. That shit hits different. And then turn on a lamp and then just sit there and contemplate your mind's decisions. Okay, yeah, seriously though, that's what I do when I get a nightmare. But yeah, shout out the internet. Without this, I would not have been able to make this video. But watch this video right here if you want to see the Duck 7 levels of the internet. Do it. Go watch it.